tip number 2 coming at you as far as a technique, showing you how to brake more efficiently, have better brake control, and how to practice it. And we've already covered in brake tip number 1 how to adjust your brake pedal to make brake tip number 2 more effective. So, but before I get to that, thanks again for all your support of the videos lately. I'm trying to crank them out as much as I can. Basically, all I've been doing is just break them down to smaller tips. I give so much information, sometimes or too much information. Start rambling on, talking fast, kind of like I am right now. But anyway, trying to consolidate it and give smaller little tips, and that way it makes everything more efficient, in my opinion. But feel free, please, to like, comment, subscribe. I think it's down there somewhere, I don't know. But anyway, and feel free to open up the description. There's also video, there's no video links, but I could put video links in there. I don't know why I said video links. But open up the description and you'll find links to parts, drink systems, stuff like that, tools for working on your bike, a lot of different stuff that'll help you, find stuff cheaper. Because I'm all about cheap and saving that extra buck, but this is an expensive hobby. So feel free to open up the description and find those parts. Here is brake tip number 2 coming at you. Thank you. Alright, so I just want you guys obviously to learn better brake control. We've already talked about in brake tip number 1 your brake pedal adjustment. Now we're going to talk about how to have good technique in learning to control your brake pedal. The thing is, coming into a corner, you want to be able to control your brake pedal. You're trying to train your brain where that point is just before lockup. It's the same thing that you have in place when utilizing your front brake. A lot of times it takes a while, but guys that need to learn where that point is just before lockup in your front brake. Because we don't want the front wheel to lock up, it can cause some issues. But a lot of guys are prone to lock up the rear wheel, placing all their leg weight on it, mashing it down and locking it up, therefore losing time and momentum. So, in learning what I'm about to show you, this technique, you'll be able to brake more efficiently without using the clutch. So, the idea first is keeping your leg, your inseam of your leg and your boot and foot tight to the bike and applying pressure to the brake pedal. And simply doing it on a stand in a stationary position will get you used to this even more. Sometimes doing stuff like it in a stationary position in the garage is not a bad idea. It gets you more in flow with what's going on before you actually start your bike up and going out to the trails. Okay? So, from a seated position, your leg, foot, actually off the foot peg now because of how our brake pedal is adjusted. Like I mentioned in brake tip number 1, but my foot is tight to the bike and you apply pressure to the brake pedal. Find that point just before lockup without the clutch. Now, the thing is, for a lot of people, having your foot off the foot peg is a different kind of feel. In my opinion, that's going to give you that better feel of the brake pedal rather than just dropping all your leg weight on it. That's why I say it consciously. Again, I sound redundant, but holding your leg tight against the bike, that's putting all your leg weight against the bike and then applying pressure to the brake pedal. What most people do is ride with their foot out away from the bike and just drop all their leg weight on it, therefore locking it up. So the one way to learn good brake control is keep your leg tight to the bike and apply pressure. This is in a seated position. Now standing, this is another reason why in brake tip number 1 I like my brake pedal adjusted high like I do. Because in a standing position, I can find my brake pedal without having to alter my body position. Most guys who sit a lot have issues actuating the brake while standing because their brake pedal is so low. Now, in a standing position, my foot is still going to be on the foot peg, but I'm still keeping my leg tight to the case, and all the pressure is tight to the case, and I'm just finding the pressure point just before lockup in the brake pedal. All it is learning where that point is just before lockup. So teach yourself this, and it's going to take some time, but a lot of times by doing this you will save time on the racetrack if you learn to brake more efficiently. Always think that you want to keep the wheels turning. Keep positive sense of momentum. Alright guys, thank you.